4:30 in the morning, and we're going on our first long road trip with the POLESTAR. It should be about 600 miles. So we're gonna check out how it does. Do you think there's a lot less room in this car than what we're used to?
Yes.
Way less room, yeah. It's only us and the birds right now. There's our starting mileage, 5561. You can see we have 95% battery, 230 miles of range. We're going to Raleigh from the DC area. We're gonna have to stop one time and charge on the way down, and possibly one time on the way back. We're not sure. Depends. It depends. All right, it's raining and there's no autopilot, so it's much more difficult to do long distance trips. I'm liking the fact that I don't need to use the brakes ever. If I do this correctly, I can 1 foot it all the time, even when I approach and make a complete stop. It does it on its own.
One pedal, not 1 foot.
1 foot, one pedal.
Always drive with 1 foot.
Okay. And I'm remembering too that this is overly under optimistic. It's telling me negative 16% to drive to that charger, but I have a feeling we can probably make it. We'll see as we approach. But if we can't, we'll stop at a different Electrify America charger or some other EV Go, one of those two. But we will have to stop before we reach our destination. All right, so we're just south of Fredericksburg now, and about 74 miles driven according to the trip meter. We're gonna end up trying to extend this as long as I can, which is not a supercharger, Electrify America charger that's south of Richmond and Emporia. It says it can charge at up to 350 kilowatt charge rate. I think this car can do 300, so we're gonna see how fast it can get up to, because it says by the time we're gonna get there, we're gonna be down at 6% battery, so we're gonna be charging at the fastest rate possible when we get there. Okay, we're getting close to the charger. All right, I just got this. Reduced power due to low battery charge. You can see there's a turtle on there, and all the upper stuff is grayed out now. I don't have much power reserves left. It sees me being a little tired. Okay, so I gotta find the charger. So it's here at the Walmart. Like, a lot of these are at Walmart's, Electrify America's. All right, here it is. And according to the app, numbers 2 and 3 are at 350 kilowatts max. So we're gonna try either station 2 or 3, and there's nobody here. It's like old school Tesla, there's nobody. All right, so I think on this one, I just connect it first and then I go through the app. So there's stuff all over my car from trees I parked underneath last night. I gotta pull off this and plug it in. All right, now I go with the app. Kind of high, but I'm a member. I am a member. Tap your phone. All right, good. All right, so I just swiped it. It's going to initiate the charge. Let's see how fast this thing can ramp up. My head's blocking the screen. All right, it's 31 cents a kilowatt hour. I get the discounted rates. I'm paying $4 a month. It knows me. we go. And there's the charge speed down there. Also gonna check out my car. Let's go in the car and check out the charge speed. This is the important number, the 350. That's what we want, the really high numbers. You can see on my car, it says 300 kilowatts. So we're hoping we can get 300 kilowatts out of this. Let's see what it'll get, the fastest speed it'll take. All right, we are already up to, 123. We were on a 150 kilowatt charger before, so that's all I knew it could do. Let's see if we can do better than that. 142. It seems like it's kind of stopped. We're only at 10% battery level, so it may need to go a little bit higher than that. It's going up a little. Oh, no. Okay, I'm seeing it go up to 152 now. That's mostly seen, and I'm thinking it still should go higher at 12% battery right now.
Catalan tapas bar may not be open yet when you arrive.
That's where we're going. But you can see we're at 153. I'm kind of wondering if we're limited to 150 in this car. I tried to look it up before. If anybody knows, let me know. But so apparently, if we are limited, well, there's 154. It won't make any difference that we're at a 350 kilowatt charger. Denise is going shopping in the Walmart. That's all we've got here in Emporia. Well, we're now above 20%, and I don't think we're going to get anything more than what we've got. I have a feeling this car might be limited to 150. I wish I had a car where I could test it at faster speeds, but this is all we got. Now it says 76 kilowatts delivered, but I guess I could be correct. 78 total in the battery, and we haven't really lost anything. This car has a little over 5,000 miles of range or of total use on it. There are my stats. Keep the rain out of there. Keep going. I've noticed here that even when it says there's little to no regenerative braking, there always is regenerative braking. It's not like Tesla, which actually really does shut off and dramatically reduce. It doesn't seem to do that here in the Polestar for some reason. Tesla Supercharger is at North Hills Mall, but we can't stop there. So we're heading into Cary right now. You can see the total miles on this trip so far today.
The automatic opening doors. You used to just press a button.
Okay, we are in Cary now, and we're heading to this restaurant, or we're having a restaurant meetup group at a tapas bar. One thing I noticed on this Polestar is they don't have dual climate control. You cannot select a different temperature for passenger or for driver, which is a problem because like right now it's really sunny on this driver's side and it's shady on the passenger side, so we have a problem. And I'm very surprised actually that they don't have that. It would be so easy to put this in like as a software option here on this car, I would think. Okay, we are approaching the tapas bar. So this is near that Preston section of Cary. I guess it's inside of it over here in this shopping center. That's where we're headed. So this is us. This is our area.
But you just do salt and pepper. Yeah. Manchego cheese, which can be a little tangy, but kids dig it, and I'm always surprised. She likes peppers where it's just the rice.
What are we?
Hope you're salt and pepper. This is really good.
Did you enjoy the food? Was it worth getting up at 3:30 in the morning?
Yeah, that was good. Everything was tasty. Very nice company. It's comfy, and we were well taken care of. And the water was even good.
You got a shirt on too. I can't tell.
Yes,
You have long hair.
My hair covers it. Restaurant. It says restaurant.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a video without Denise making plastic noises.
This is my dessert. It wouldn't be a video without Mike running into people and not paying attention, please. Potholes.
There's our hotel.
So where's the welcoming story?
That was a weird sound.
There's nothing wrong with it.
The cupcake shop. We're staying at the Hampton Inn, and these train tracks go all the way down. There's a bridge. We'll be here all night. We have all the bars on the one side and the train tracks on the other side. That's the train tracks. Yeah, so we're in a loud area.
Charge your laptop and hook it up to the Google monitors all at the same time. That's what the modern workspace is. It's pretty loud in there now.
They don't have anything vegan except for the fudgesicle, that's it. The regular chocolate is, but not the ice cream. There's the Trolley Pub headquarters.
Interpret a random
Conversation.
conversation. Ask for sausage.
Oh, I got this. I got this. I got this. Whoa, oh, I can't move that out. Whoa, stay there.
Got two. You're not allowed touching two at a time.
Isn't that working? I don't think this is going to end well. Oh, you got a light. Wow. Oh. This is almost it. Whoa, you got one. Well, there's nothing to record. I'm just going to pull this out and nothing's going to happen. It's just like nothing ever happened. This is the end. This is it.
It's the end, huh? Magical.
I started. Oh, I got it. I think Denise has the last possible move on this. There's no other moves after this. I think it's going to collapse if she can make this. Or if she can make this, it'll collapse on me. Yeah, so the only question is how badly is it going to collapse and in what direction? Okay, let's make it spill all over Denise. Ready? Thai noodle thing. We got the charcuterie board and the barbecue plate. Barbecue plate. Yeah. Yeah, we got bread in there. Other stuff. Other stuff in here. It looks dead here. Oh my gosh, totally dead. What's Barnacle? Barnacle Dropbox.
You're peeing inside.
There's a hotel we're staying right above that bar we were just at. I don't know why anyone would complain about noise. Here's the Raleigh Beer Garden. This is a watermelon cider. That's next to the beer garden.
Is that coming from the Alchemy?
That's that dog place. Okay, back to our quiet hotel room now.
Why is this hotel even here?
It's gonna be so quiet. I'm sure we won't hear any of this in the hotel. There's no way. This dogwood place is it's crazy. That's our hotel.
Alchemy isn't.
The line goes all the way down here to the end of the block, past the hotel. All right, it's nice and quiet here on the hotel side. I do hear some bass, and they do give us earplugs. Do you hear the bass? This will be going like this till 2 a.m.
That comes out in your video.
Oh yeah. Good morning. I hear that. What's for breakfast?
Elevators, inside and outside.
Yes, yes. Fast. We're gonna see if it meets our standards here for the waffles. Yep, gotta open that thing up. There he goes. Starting over.
Thank you.
We parked down here by the Smoky Hollow. They have a yoga and smoothie bar. We're gonna see if they have any wheatgrass shots here. All right, they don't have wheatgrass shots. All right, so we're gonna walk down here for a coffee. Actually, they had the Glenwood closed off. Looks like maybe for a race or something. We're gonna go check out a coffee shop off of Glenwood down here at that apartment complex, I think, on the left, crossing Glenwood. It's called Iris Coffee Lab. Looks like they're having some kind of Carolina Hurricanes thing here today. All right, so here's Glenwood. We're just gonna be west of Glenwood. So Iris Coffee Lab, you can see people down there. It's past the next intersection on the left side. So here's the apartment complex. They've got commercial stuff on the bottom, and that's where the Iris Coffee Lab is. All right, you ready for some Mother's Day coffee?
Yes. Tea. Try tea.
Oh yeah. All right, here it is. Coffee. Iris Coffee Lab. Let's check them out.
It's not a coffee bean shape. It's just a...
Mine's just right. So how is this compared to regular coffee shops, tea shops?
It's good. You can tell that, well, because I asked and I know, they made it with real tea in-house. It's not a powder that they throw in like some coffee shops throw in. It's got cinnamon on top, and they had oat and almond. We chose almond. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a nice vibe in there too.
And Denise gets the tea, I get the coffee, the mocha latte.
Yeah, how's your mocha?
It's just the right temperature.
Oh,
I can drink it
nice.
immediately. It's not too sweet.
It's not
Some
sweet.
people will think it's not sweet enough, but I don't like it like candy. So
Yeah.
I think overall it's very good. Definitely worth stopping one of the better places around here.
Every time I see a pot that broke, I think of cartoons where someone got hit over the head with a
From up there? Yeah, it probably fell off a balcony. So watch out when you're walking around here.
It toppled over, actually. They were lined along the building. But
Yeah, and happy Mother's Day, because this is Mother's Day.
happy Mother's Day to all
I have
your
to
moms.
buy all the mothers coffee and tea. You have to come out here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome, this is 1605 Farm Hill Court. At the end of the cul-de-sac, you can see we've got a large front yard, mostly wooded, and a large backyard, mostly wooded, with a shed. Let's take a look at those to start off. There's a large outdoor shed here, which is lockable, which is locked right now, so you can't get in, unfortunately, and it's got electric in it too. Large backyard with trees on all sides, partially fenced in over here. Used to be a pool, but you can use it as a garden now, and it connects to the deck. It's a small fenced in area. And this area here can be used no problem for just about anything. But once you get between these trees, just note between these trees and that tree there is all septic system drain field. You cannot park anything or drive anything at all in that area right there. You can see you got a large 2-car garage. It's actually oversized with area for room for a refrigerator and other things too. It's got a few of the tenants' things in it. It's got an extra door in the back to walk in through the back if you don't want to go through the front door. Refrigerator. Sink too, and of course access to the kitchen. Let's go in the front of the house. You can see it has a side load garage, which is a nice feature. Most houses don't have that. It's got a front porch also, which is shaded. Lots of big trees here in the front yard. From the porch, the view, lots of space between you and the neighbors. Quiet. Walk in here, tenant installs a few things. Access to the upstairs when you walk in. Big family room with fireplace leading out to the back deck. Let's go see that. Here's the back deck view. And it used to be actually above ground pool in this area. This is what's fenced in. There's a fence there too, just not as high. That area has been used as a garden. Tons of topsoil if you like to garden. This is the perfect spot to do it. Into the kitchen tile floor. Lots of tenant stuff still needs to be cleaned up, but you can see stainless steel, granite countertops. Solid wood soft close drawers, and that's the front door moving, I think. Yep, front door. Over here is the powder room. I think the light's on in there. Yeah, you can see you've got like the white bowl sink. Tenant still needs to clean in here. Custom mirrors, light fixtures, oil rub bronze, everything upgraded, including the cabinets. Okay, you just start the front door again. When you do walk through the front door, you have these open doors here. This is a first floor office that can also be used as a bedroom. I think it was used as an office here. It's got a closet, bay window also, but first floor office definitely in demand if you're working from home. Again, tenant still needs to clean some things, and also laundry is, you got a closet when you walk in the front door, but that's laundry right there, plumbed and ready for your own washer and dryer. Let's go upstairs and take a look upstairs. Okay, so from the hallway, you got bedroom, that goes to bonus room, bedroom, hall, bathroom, full bathroom, owner's bedroom, right here, the biggest bedroom with the view out the back. Nice view out the back. And also really, really big closet over here. It kind of goes around the corner too with a nice window. Tenant still has a few things. Also needs to be cleaned. This whole house needs to be cleaned. Does a really cool shower, full glass and all tile in here. Again, needs to be cleaned by the tenant, but really cool. Custom granite, white bowl sinks, custom mirrors, custom light fixtures, oil rub bronze, everything. Come out here into the hall bathroom. The same thing, needs to be cleaned, but custom stuff, oil rub bronze, you know, white bowl sinks, granite, and everything's looking good. Just needs to be clean, and it will be. Here's one of the secondary bedrooms, view to the backyard. Big closet. It's two closets actually that combined, so you know, right through here. And then hall closet to the third, bedroom number 3. Bedroom number 3 has its own closet here onto the porch. And also bedroom number 3 has access to the bonus room, which is huge. It's a full area above the garage. And you got windows out here if you kind of get your direction. This is the backyard. You got views of the trees. You're in the trees up here. And you can see, of course, the where the cars are parked out there on the side. So that's it, 1605 Farm Hill Court, 1.3 acres, giant lot, end of cul-de-sac, quiet area, close to everything. You were like a mile from everything in Wake Forest and a little bit further than that to Rollsville. If you're a good walker, if you like to walk, actually you can walk to all the stores just about, pretty much. It's just amazing how many things are this close, yet you have this much like privacy, like a state home type of a feel. I like that this is constantly giving me choices of different ways to go. I'm flooring it. There's severely reduced power. With this low battery, you can see it really cuts you off as to what you can use. All right, heading over to Electrified America Fast Charger. 7 minutes. Like I'm flooring it. Wow, we're going fast. Look at that, it's turned red, 5%, and it's angry at me. All right, this is the Walmart charger. Somewhere over here. The chargers are supposed to be down here, but we don't see them. They're here and they're busy. Oh my gosh, someone's towing a trailer. Look at this. What the hell? So I've got the last charger here, thankfully. This was not good timing, and I've never seen this many people at Electrify America Charger before.
Sounds like the patient is dead.
Yeah. All right, we're not even close to full, but we are going to stop at this point.
Tell you about our learning trip?
Yeah. Okay, I just met the people that are towing with that little car. And they've had all kinds of problems, especially even one where they went to some rapid chargers and they weren't even working. Like none of them were working in Pennsylvania, out in the country, they said. But the woman also just said it leads to more divorces, towing with an electric car. Because I told her I know because of what towing we do with a big trailer. It's not really feasible right now. They need gas stations with pull-through chargers is what they need.
Yeah.
And they don't have anything like that, like gas stations.
There's a
Oh, I gotta wait. Okay. Whoa.
when you're
Somebody also, smile, it's Mother's Day. Somebody also complimented the car who was driving a Mustang Mach-E. And I did tell him it's smaller. This is smaller than the Mach-E. It's like the Model 3. It does have a hatchback, but it has significantly less room. There's significantly less room in this car than the Mach-E, I would say. This is tight, right? I mean, this is like the Lexus CT200, which is a very small car. And if it didn't have this glass roof, I'd probably be banging my head on the roof too all the time.
This is way bigger than the CTE.
Well, the headroom, yeah, because of the glass. But if it didn't have a glass roof, I'd be banging my head on the roof all the time.
I've got room from side to side too.
You do?
Yes, the Lexus had a much narrower
Oh, well,
seat.
not much, I don't think. This is tiny, right? Small car, very small.
It's pretty small.
Oh, and those tow people said that, yes, the towing also cuts their range in half too, even though they're only towing like 2,000 pounds because that's the limit on their car. Same thing, any vehicle pretty much cuts the range in half. Gas, diesel, electric. All right, this is 118 Horner Street. This is the upstairs. We just went through and counted. Denise is telling me there's 9 rooms and a bathroom, and she's over there. You can see this is the back entrance. There's 2 entrances. This is the easiest, widest access here is on the back of the building. There's also access on the front of the building. We'll get to that in a minute. There is some debris here that will be gone. If you rent a space, some of these things are stored by the tenant downstairs who's got the downstairs rented and will be gone. But I just want to show you that, well, first of all, this whole wall in the back is pretty much new. We just replaced it on the outside and replaced that door. And it's empty space. You're going to have to bring in your electrical contractors, your plumbing contractors, your ideas of what you want to do with the space. Here's one of the rooms right here. Here's the hallway right there. And we're going to walk in and show you the rest of the rooms. All right, each room has a window in it, but some of the windows, there was some broken glass, and in lieu of replacing the windows, we just boarded them up. So you've got one room in here that you can't see anything because there's a boarded up window. Let's go back out into the hallway where Denise is. That way, there's bathrooms. At least it was set up to be bathrooms. They're not plumbed. There's no electrical. There's 2 of them in there, and there's a sink in the hall. You can't really see anything because there's no window. There's no electricity up here. You're going to have to get somebody to check out all the electrical. Everything has to be done by tenant upfit. You need ceilings. We have a new roof up here. We have reflective radiant barrier. Here's another room over here. You can see it studded out. Another room over here. There's some HVAC ductwork, but really nothing of any substantial anything. It's going to have to be all new, brought in by tenants. Whoever rents the space, it's your responsibility. But, you know, it's like 2,500 square feet for $800 a month, right in the middle of downtown Henderson. Here's that room again with the window that's boarded up. And then right next to it on this side is another room with a window that's boarded up. And that's the other door. So you walk by Denise, just trying to get you a feel of what it's like too. There's a central hallway here. Room, you know, exit on the back, exit in the front too. Rooms on both sides. If you were to keep going, see there's a room in here. Actually, and this one wraps around to the front of the building. We'll show you that in a minute. There's another room here, another room there. There's 4 electrical meters that you're probably grandfathered in on. You can probably get 4 separate meters going. And then down that last door on the right, there's a very steep, narrow staircase to the front. And that's what's on the front of the building, actually. If you see that on the right, that door, that's the entrance here to the 2nd story. So hallway all the way through to the back. Let's go into this one I was telling you about to the front of the building, right over here. It's got some more stuff in it. But you got 3 windows, lots of light on this one. And all the windows in the front of the building, even some of these are kind of, it's 2x4s and studs. make the opening smaller so they could put a standard window in. The old openings were much larger. You can get much bigger windows in here if that's something that you want as a tenant. And actually the building in the front would look, the front facade would look a lot different with a giant window in there. So we are back out here again. And let me show you, there's this other room here. And then walks into another door and another room up front. Again, these windows also, just like the one I showed you before, can be much bigger. They are just framed in so that they're much smaller, so they use a standard side window. That's the staircase. That's the opening for the down there. So if we walk through here, I can show you the staircase, which goes down to the door on front of the building. And that's basically the space. That's it. Huge, huge space. 2,500 square feet, approximately. So this is downtown Henderson. Okay, our next electric car driving long distance problem is that I forgot that there's a big gap between chargers here between Henderson and Richmond. I didn't realize that. A large gap. In fact, we have 100 miles of range left and we have 100 miles to the next charger, which is in Richmond, which I haven't even put in here yet. We have to stop, so we're gonna have to just we're gonna slow down for the rest of the way. I think slow, 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 rather than make a big detour out of the way. All right, even on the map, look, it's not showing we can even make it to that charger. That's the one we have to go to. So I'm gonna type in the address manually and see what it says. All right, I just put it in, you see what it says, that we'll have negative 8%. It doesn't realize that I'm driving below the speed limit. 94 miles to get there, and we have 95 miles of range. So I'm just, no, it says 93. I think I'm gaining. I'm trying to hypermile, at least by going under the speed limit at least. I got it on 66 in a 70 zone. So I'm hoping that'll be enough to get us there. We're just gonna try to make it doing this. All right, so it put us in there and things were going, but it says negative 8. So hopefully that'll change before we get there. That says 93 and that says 95. Okay, as you can see, we are gaining some mileage back. If I had to scale back even further, we're down at 56 miles an hour. Everybody's flying past us. And I had to turn off the HVAC as well. And we only have a buffer of 3 miles right now of range. You can't really hypermile as well as you can in a Tesla, I'm finding, because the car is just not as aerodynamic. Now we're right at 0. It's showing a 4-mile difference in range. Passing by Richmond, we should make it now. I think we got about 10 miles of buffer. $20 miles versus 9.7, yeah. Also, so far for this trip, we paid $23.56 for the first charge and $13.02 for the second one. So that's our cost for this travel so far. You can see we're at over 6,000 miles, so we've traveled like 900 miles. Have we traveled that? No, we haven't. It was like 54. I can't remember what it was. We've traveled 170 miles today. I think it was like 300 or 400 miles yesterday. I don't remember. We'll have to check. We'll do an analysis at the end. But we're gonna do another probably 10 miles or $10 here at this charge coming up. And we did start with a full battery and we're gonna end up with an empty one. So keep that in mind as well. It actually, the total cost is more, we can charge for free at the condo. All right, we're getting off at this next exit and we calculated we're gonna need about 125 miles to make it back to the condo. And I did see on the map we're going to be sitting in traffic, which we know between 95 going up north on a Sunday evening, afternoon from Richmond to DC. It's always like that, it seems like. Look at those gas prices. At least we can pass that by. I'm flooring it, flooring it. Look at that speed. All right, there are the charging units. I find that the 350 ones fill up first. They're not available right now. But from what we found, this thing can only do 150 or 154, something like that. All right, turns out a 350 is available. We'll do another speed test on this, although I doubt we'll do any more than what we did before. All right, so this is oh, it says charger unavailable. Great. Oh well. All right, we'll try this again on this one. We only need 125 miles of range. These are so hard to flex to plug in. Okay, it's going. All right, so we are just here for 125, so we got to add 115 miles of range and then we're out of here. And then back to the condo and hopefully be able to plug in there, hopefully. Check out all the bikes. Okay, we've noticed that, like with this charging app, I can see that I'm charging, but I don't know how many miles of range I have on the car down there. So I've got to translate through the fact that I know this car is 240 miles of range at 100%, and we need 125, so we need a little bit over 50%, and we're at like 50 right now. So we'll check it out as we get here, but that's not very convenient. I mean, I shouldn't have to do that. It shouldn't be that difficult for the app to do it, I would think, and just tell me how many miles of range I have if it knows how full my battery is, if it's talking to it. Yeah, 53, but what does that translate it to? 53 on there is how many miles in here? It's 130, so we're ready to go. I don't even know exactly which way you do this. Still. It feels like, you know, the red light comes on and I've done something wrong. I think the red light means you can take it out now. Okay. This thing, I guess I gotta stick it in every time. I don't even know, and it doesn't like to go in, as you can see. All right, we did $14 on this one. There's the stats. Hey, does this mean gas stations are going out of business? Maybe they're gonna put electric in there. That's what we need, drive-through chargers with electric. Well, you can see it's telling me we're not gonna have enough electricity, but that's not true. It says 95 miles to go and we have 120 miles of range. So we got an extra 25 miles of range actually right now.
Back in the 70s, the concept of cardiogenic deficiency studies, for example, have shown that individuals with arteries and blood to flow. This is what atherosclerosis in our brain arteries looks like. Clogged with fat and cholesterol closing off the arteries, restricting blood flow to our brain. What kind of brain arteries do you want in your head? Normal resting cerebral blood flow, the amount of blood flow.
We have gone off 95, there's too much traffic. We're taking a detour. All right, we're almost back. I've got the parking permit out and I'm hoping we can use the charger at the condo because we're getting very close to zero. We're going to have about 10% battery when we get back. It'll, degrade quickly. But I want to talk about how the experience has gone. Denise, what did you think about taking a long trip here with this Polestar instead of a Tesla? We're used to doing long distance trips all the time in the Tesla. What do you think?
It wasn't bad. I feel like we charge more often with the Tesla than we do with this car.
You think
This car
so?
have more range. We only
No,
charge
no, actually this car, well, right now it does because it has 240 because it's new, but it'll lose about 15% quickly, where our car has lost 15% from 259 until it's at like 222. So we do have a little bit less, but not much.
Yeah, we normally charge more with the Tesla, so I liked it. There's less space to put your snacks while you're driving.
So the charging experience wasn't bad because for me as a driver, I didn't like the charging experience. There's not enough chargers. There's not enough at each location. We already experienced one that wasn't working. You know, I and of course had to pay for it. Like older Teslas, you don't have to pay for.
I don't like that you drive even more distracted. I mean, even
Yeah.
if there's a police car right there and you're just recording
Oh,
away.
right there.
Yeah, with Tesla, at least you have auto steer.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like a regular car, so it's much more fatiguing to take a road trip just because of that aspect, if you ask me. That's my opinion on it. There's the police. You can ask them what they say.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's not what they do.
Of course, we didn't do any car camping because smile, it's Mother's Day.
I'm tired.
We can't do any car camping. This thing is terrible from a car camping perspective. There's so many things, like no frunk, less room, like you're saying, even though it's almost the same amount of electricity used. So it's not as efficient. You can't do the car camping. No self-driving features. But people like the way this car looks, and there's not that many of them around, so it attracts a little bit of attention. So there's that. And then we didn't even have to put in a reservation. We got the Charger. This doesn't pop out all the way. I wish it just kind of popped out. I wish. Okay, there we go. We're charging. Phew. I gotta get some more juice. Otherwise, it's till 1 o'clock tomorrow when we are gonna be done. Actually, I don't know if that's as much as it'll do. I know there's a weird limit on this, even though it seems like it's gonna have 48. It maxes it out something else. Actually, maybe it'll go up. And I, of course, like to line this up with like me getting out of here at, I don't know, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock or something like that after the weather warms up. Have it done around then. 9:30. Let's see. Do one more.
Can you carry my gym bag?
Yes. Over here, kitty, kitty. Not to the car. Where are you going? Putting ice in the cooler. There's Denise, there's the cat. If you follow us long enough, you know why I do this. Because there's always a cooler in the car. Look at all the cats. There's cats all around this car. Like all kinds of stray cats. There's like a stray cat party going on over here. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh no, no! Ah! They're hanging out watching the car, just protecting. It's my protection. Paid protection. almost forgot. There's my trip counter right there. I think that's the whole trip. A 550-mile round trip, road trip. 273 miles just today.